It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have Stephon Gilmore, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Colts and the Raiders, and it comes your way next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Right to the air is Carr.
And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Dancing to his left.
And going right back to Pittman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Ryan on 1st down.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run once more with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Well, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football. We've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Rodgers to return it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Ryan
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. Throwing again, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rolling to his left. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. It's a turnover on downs. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. So we come to halftime here with the visiting past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Here is Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Ryan. And the Colts first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On a return from his end zone, Rodgers. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back to Taylor on first down.
Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Colts are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Carr now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Renfrow. Incomplete. He was defended by Kenny Moore.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Now after the INT, it's Carr. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st down, Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return from a Colts TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.